We are on our National Park circuit trip. So far, we visited 2 parks, Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona and Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado. Now we are driving east across southern Colorado to Durango. So we've just parked in Durango. We did a quick drive around to figure out where we're supposed to be parking. Oh, I want to put the keys in the purse, okay. And we have the 24-foot van, so it's kind of hard to do on a street parking. It's all meter parking. We are at the transit building. Here, I'll show you where. They do a lot of buses around, and they come through here and they do daily or monthly passes. So for the day to park here, it's $10. The lady told us to park in a specific section over there. She said, don't stick out. If you want to, we could take up 2 spots. So that's kind of what we did. And we parked underneath a tree just to give us some extra shade. The car vehicle still was 86. So there's a small little breeze, some clouds up there, so it should be okay. We're going to the Information Visitor Welcome Center to get a small little map of the area, ask about restaurants, see if there's any dog-friendly cafes that we can go to, and just get a preliminary look around and see what we want to do here. The Durango Welcome Center is located on Main Avenue and 8th Street. It's pretty nice in here, and the staff was very friendly and helpful. The center advertises the local restaurants and shops. And speaking of restaurants, let's go find some lunch. So our meals arrived. I have avocado and mustard on my turkey melt. Here, let's look at yours. You got the ham melt. Looks really good. What type of bread do you think it is? Sourdough? Okay. How was the first bite? Delicious? Okay. After lunch, we needed to check in at the campground. We made reservations for 4 nights at United Campground, located 4 miles from downtown Durango on Animas View Drive. Animas is the name of the river that runs through Durango. We selected a water and electric back-in site with 30 amp power. Well, let's go find our spot. And it's getting pretty hot out, so hopefully there'll be some shade. This building right here, that red one, that's the bathhouse. We'll check those out later. The Animas River is to the left, and the train runs right along it. Our spot had a picnic table behind the van. We like to set up the van after parking it by turning both front seats around and putting the shades in the front windows. The window shades are magnetic and stick to the door frame. Next, we pull out the electric line and water hose. I'm not sure if you can hear it completely, but our air conditioner is starting to make a weird noise. We keep the electric line close to the van to avoid anyone tripping over it. After plugging it in, we make sure the light around the van outlet turns green, which indicates that all is good. Next, we extend the awning to allow more shade coverage. We also have a foot mat we place by the sliding door. Piper and I are exploring the campground. We're going to look for the trash and recycle dumpster, the showers, the laundry room. We're right behind railroad tracks. I haven't heard heard one go by yet. This is the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad. It offers scenic round trips from Durango to Silverton, a mining town, that runs late May to October. Pricing varies depending on the type of car you select to sit in. It is a 3.5-hour ride in each direction. The excursion allows for 2 hours to explore Silverton, so this ends up being an all-day event. So we are at the Durango Silverton train station, and we're about to meet for a walking tour, but we just picked up drinks at a real cute cafe called Durango Bagel. It's the awning right there that you see. But we're to meet our tour group at the horse statues. And then after our tour, we're gonna go in here. There's a museum in there. So there's the statues. There's some people lingering around, so we're at the right spot. We found a walking tour company called Horsefly Tours. They offer a few different tours. We chose to do the quick and dirty history tour. It was about an hour and a half long. Our guide, Sarah, was fantastic. She was very knowledgeable about the area, Durango's history, and Colorado's history. Early prospectors began coming into the San Juan mountain area looking for gold. However, there was a very small amount that exists in the rocks. It is mostly silver. At this time, the land was not part of the U.S. It was Ute territory. Therefore, the prospectors were trespassing. Durango became established in 1880 because the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad needed a stopping station along the route of the San Juan mining district and separate from the town of Silverton. Most of the mining in Colorado is silver. Durango was not established as a mining town. It was established as the supplying town to support the surrounding mining areas, and it also provided smelters for processing the materials collected in the mines. This hotel we just walked into is the Strater Hotel. It was established to be rich and posh, hoping to deter riffraff from the surrounding neighborhood blocks. This building is the old Coors Beer Brewing Company, located on Main Avenue, with its salon next door. It was owned by Adolph Coors until 1915. It was sold during the Prohibition and became a bottling factory for Coca-Cola. Since then, it has been bought and sold to many different businesses. For a while, it was an indoor flea market. Overall, we really enjoyed this tour and recommend it to anyone. It was fantastic. Now it's time to go grab lunch. We're eating at a restaurant called Carver's Brew Company. They allow dogs on the balcony, which is over there. This guy's just watching his people because there's no seating on the balcony. The menu looks pretty good. We ordered a beer. I got a raspberry beer, and then you did their local amber. So he did the amber beer, and I did the raspberry wheat beer. Very good. This tastes very light and refreshing, very mild on the raspberry flavor. And then we're thinking about getting a buffalo burger they make here, and then a house smoke their wings, so we're gonna split that as well. Very good. You got avocado and Swiss cheese on yours, right? I did the low carb option, which comes with a side salad and no bun, and those were the wings. After lunch, we walked back to the railroad depot to go through the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad Museum. It's like a hodgepodge museum. You just kind of walk around wherever they threw everything. Oh, no flash.
Don't touch.
Okay. Those are the rules. This was used in 1886 to transport people who were immigrating over to this area. This is such a hodgepodge museum. Now we have a fish tank in the middle of nowhere. All the taxidermy. We walked down Main Avenue on our way back to the van and couldn't resist stopping at a lovely pastry shop. I mean, after all, you need to support the local businesses. Okay, so here's what I picked up at the pastry store. I did 3 different macaroons, a cheesecake, and then I forget what that one is. I think it's an eclair, but the desserts were buy one get one free. Before heading back to the campground, we decided to walk along the Amanus River and drove to Santa Rita Park, which has a large parking lot and a walking trail along the river. The trail is 7 miles and links the northern end of Durango, downtown, and the south sections together. So this is the Amanus River. A lot of the mining that was done polluted this river, and it was actually orange in the 1800s and the early 1900s. It was orange because of the mercury and arsenic that was dumped into it from the mining processing. And then in 2015, the whole river turned orange as well because there was an accident that occurred in one of the mines. The fish in here are also high in mercury, so people don't eat the fish from here. A lot of people do kayaking and rafting tours on here, so it's okay to be in the water, but not for too long exposure, I guess. So we are packing up and changed our plans. We had to do something. We were supposed to stay here for another 2 nights, but they were an extreme heat wave coming on. Yesterday it was 95 degrees in the afternoon. It's supposed to be that again today. tomorrow 100, so we're just a little worried about Piper. So we're gonna try to head north where it's a little cooler, but first we want to stop at Great Sand Dunes National Park, which will be our third park, and then we'll see how we take it from there. All right, we are leaving United Campground. It's the first campground we stayed at for this trip in Durango, and then head out to the next destination. We'll see you in the next video where we'll be heading to Great Sand Dunes National Park. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, click the thumbs up button, and leave a comment. Take care. Bye.